What's going on, everybody? Marvel Cross 316 back with another comic book flashback. Today we are looking at Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 7. Today's title is Secret Identity, and we left off on one huge cliffhanger. We recall how we had this demonic looking dude, and I'll go ahead and say this is the Marvel Ultimate Green Goblin. This is the Green Goblin version of the Ultimate Universe, and he is after Spider-Man, and we've learned right here on the very first page that he mentions Parker, and it's really, spelled out here with, emphasized with the Parker. And so this demonic looking dude who is the Green Goblin, he hasn't officially said he's the Green Goblin, but I'll just go ahead and say this is the Green Goblin Ultimate Universe version. And so it's pretty cool to see. We just saw from last issue, as we recall, that Green Goblin attacked this high school that Peter Parker goes to, and he knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And of course, we know that Norman Osborn is also the father of Harry Osborn, and so Harry Osborn knows a lot more of what's going on as well. So a lot of things going on. We saw how the Green Goblin had attacked Spider-Man in midair, so now they are in the air, and now the Green Goblin launches Spider-Man, throws him down, so Spider-Man is hurtling thousands of feet in the air. He's going to have to use his webbing to save him, so this is one of the first times that Spider-Man uses his webbing for the first time here. So we see that Peter Parker, with a desperate save here, is just hoping and pleading that this will work. So he creates a web bridge here, or maybe like a web trampoline, and that's going to help him to not fall to his death, basically. So that's pretty good. So again, this is one of the very first major battles that the Ultimate Spider-Man is going to fight in this, so pretty cool to see. We have the Green Goblin again after Spider-Man. For some reason, he's after Spider-Man. We still don't understand why exactly, but we know that he continues to mention Parker underneath his breath. All the people, all the classmates of Peter Parker are astonished to see just the battle that's been taking place right here in the middle of the air, and Spider-Man is continuing to attack the Green Goblin as best as he can. But again, this is a very strong version of the Green Goblin. He is like a monster. And so he grabs a hold of Spider-Man's head, again, launches him down here. And I mean, he lands on top of this rooftop here. So Spider-Man's going to continue to use his webbing to try to stop me. All right, that's it. It's time to break it out on you like Chow Yun Fat. All of a sudden, we see that the police, the New York Police Department, have been alerted, as they should. I mean, this is a pretty crazy thing that we're seeing here. So the Green Goblin is now distracted by the New York Police Department, and they're telling the Green Goblin to stand down. There's also webbing. He tried to stop the Green Goblin with the webbing, but it actually got on the plane instead. So now these people here, the police officers, are telling the Green Goblin to stand down. It looks like the Green Goblin is going to try to attack the planes in midair. Spider-Man is not going to have any of it here, so he webs part of the Green Goblin's cape, and that cape comes off. So now we see that the Green Goblin does not have anything on except his pants, and so we could just see how muscular this version of the Green Goblin is. And so they're continuing to tell the Green Goblin, lie face down with your hands out. But again, we see that, remember from last issue, how this version of the Green Goblin, the Ultimate Universe, he can cause fireballs to launch out from his hands. And so Spidey's like, whoa, 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 everybody calm down. You put the gun away and you stop with the smoking fingers. And so Spider-Man's trying his best to be lighthearted, but he could see the severity of this issue here. And all of a sudden, we see that Spidey's Spidey sense tingles, and here we go. Green Goblin is shot 4 times in the chest, still not going down. Then he shot another 3 or 4 times in the chest. This time, he's still not going down. He's after Spider-Man. And he's like, "How do you know me?" He continues to mention Parker's name, but Spider-Man gets out of the way. He jumps in the air, causing the Green Goblin to fall down into this river here. And so now what's going to happen here? Is he going to resurface? Well, let's go ahead and see. But before we get to see what happens to the Green Goblin, or if he ever survives, we also have the New York Police Department telling Spider-Man that he is under arrest. And Spider-Man is like, "Whoa, whoa, I helped you guys out. I stopped this maniac, and now you're trying to arrest me?" And he's like, "Listen, sir, you need to stand down, get on the ground with your hands out, remove your mask." Spider-Man's like, "Nuh-uh, that ain't gonna happen." So here we go, an awesome scene here, just awesome, as we see the police are shooting at Spider-Man, and he's dodging every bullet with sping, 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 with just a machine gun going off at Spider-Man here. A lot of action taking place right here in this issue. So Spider-Man gets out of the way as he's hiding from the police, and then we see that Spider-Man goes back to the high school. This time he has to go back into the school because a lot of the classmates never saw Peter get out. So looks like the school is going to have to be worked on. They're going to have to, fix all this damage that's come because of the last two issues, as we've seen with this battle with Spider-Man and this demonic-looking creature who's the Green Goblin. And so it looks like Mary Jane is so happy to see Peter Parker get out of the school. He seems to be just fine, and he tells everybody you didn't get to ever witness the battle with Spider-Man, but he wished he could. But of course, Peter Parker was fighting as Spider-Man in that battle. You're like, who is that dude? Who was that guy that Spider-Man was fighting? And then we see right here that Harry Osborn says, "It was my father." And then he's like, "He didn't die at his lab last week," they said. And it's like, Flash Thompson's like, "Oh, you need a breather." And then we see Kong's like, "Man, that was the Hulk or something." And he said, "No, guys, no. He was in his lab. His lab, I was there. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes." And then he's like, "Saw what?" And then he's like, "He turned into that. Do you understand? He turned himself into that on purpose. And he killed my mom and burned down our house. And now he's trying to kill me." So the police officer's like, "Son, I think you need to come with me." So see that Harry Osborn is going to go to the police department to tell his side of the story. See Aunt May and Mary Jane's mom come on the scene. They're so happy to see that they're safe. But now Peter Parker is wondering, like, why was Harry's dad after me? Was he trying to just kill me, or was he also trying to kill Harry, or was he trying to kill both of us? I don't know. So that's something we're going to have to try to figure out. The police are continuing to search for the body of this, monster, but of course we just don't ever see. We see little bubbles here signifying that he may have survived, but we don't know for sure. But that's how we end this issue number 7. Hope you liked it. And next time we're going to continue the story as we look at another great adventure with the Ultimate Spider-Man in issue number 8. I hope to see you there. And until next time, keep reading comics.